fun little story. So Jimmy Chin, the co-director of the film, was filming in one of the sort of key locations 600 feet down from the summit. And when I passed him and made it around this corner, from there to the top is like kind of easier climbing. I mean, it's still challenging, but I knew I was in there and I knew it was fine. And so the final 600 feet were kind of like victory lap style, where I felt like I was just cruising to the top and having a good time. And Jimmy kind of asked me to wait for him so that he could be on the summit to get like you're getting to the top shot, which is like sort of an important shot. There was another guy who had hiked to the top who would be there, to have a camera, but Jimmy wanted to be there to like capture the moment. But I had my phone going in my pocket with a timer, and I knew that I was going to be close to breaking 4 hours, which, I mean, it was going to be a speed record no matter what, but I kind of wanted to go sub 4 because it's just cool to climb El Cap with no rope in under 4 hours. I was like, this is epic, so I was kind of like, yeah, Jimmy, like I can wait for you for a minute, but I'm not going to wait too long because I want to break 4. It wound up being 3:56, so I didn't have like that much time to spare. And so I started climbing the final 600 feet, and he was ascending ropes around this corner. And so I could hear him, like I could hear his gear jangling and everything. And so he's like hoofing it, he's like breathing super loudly, trying to ascend rope as fast as he can. He's like trying to like get up. And I was like cruising up the rock. I was totally, at that point I was like peak performance, feeling incredible because I was past all the hard parts. I was having a good time. I was like incredibly attuned to it. And so I was making these little bird whistles for him so that he could hear where I was, so that he could like keep pace, basically. I felt like I was basically chasing up the wall, being like, faster, Jimmy, faster, as he's trying to get to the top. And it's like, basically we're all up there having a great time. And so by the time I get to the top, he made it up a few minutes ahead of me. He looked like he's going to freaking die. He's like going to have a freaking heart attack because he's like ascending these free hanging ropes as fast as he can. And I get up and I'm like, what a great experience. So in that way, I think when done well, having a crew around documenting it doesn't really change. It's basically you and your friends having this incredible experience together in nature. Like it's still a pretty good time.
Yeah, it's like making something and building something and having them there to see something that you've pushed yourself to do and worked so hard to do. Then you get that celebration moment at the end.
I mean, in that case, especially, we had all worked so hard on it, because the film crew had been helping me carry ropes up and down and equip ropes and pull them up and down on the cliff. I mean, it's just a lot of hard physical labor that we'd all been doing together for literally years. And so you're like, it's just great to feel like the whole team is by sheer good luck, the next day in Yosemite was a Sunday, and they do this crazy Sunday brunch at the fancy hotel in Yosemite. And so the entire crew and everybody all went to Sunday brunch and just freaking gorged. And it was like a nice, sort of wrap party celebration. Like, holy shit, we did this thing. And now we're going to go eat like a, Nutella-filled French toast until we all die. It's so funny.
It's so fascinating. It's one of my favorite lines from the movie. Besides the van, of course, I love the van. Was just like that moment where you look at the camera towards 2/3 of the way and you just go like, I'm not dead yet.